Mr. DJ Rose, Verkeezy, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and settle land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
Yeah, man, this is one of the elders right here, man. Talk about another elder, Mr. Matthew Knowles. He was on a radio show recently, and apparently the month before, people kept calling him Matthew Knowles. And this last radio show appearance he had, when the lady tried to call him Matthew Knowles, he says, Mr. Knowles, I'm your elder. I'm 60-something years old. I've earned the right to be called Mr. Knowles. Hey, man, tears of joy, man. I'm happy he corrected her, man. We should show respect to our elders, man, especially if your elders haven't done anything to not have that respect. Like if they haven't disrespected you or done stuff publicly to not have that respect, you know, calling someone Mr. or Mrs., I don't view that as, you know, a bad thing. I remember going to my church, you didn't call people by their first name if they was older than you. And I'm not even gonna lie, it's a lot of people now. I have a lot of coworkers that's older than me. And sure, I call them Mr. Such and Such. Or if they got a nickname, I might call them their nickname, but I don't really call them their first name. So shout out to Mr. Knowles for making that correction, man. He's 60-something years old. You know, he lived that long to get to that point, man. A lot of people don't get to see that age, man. So, you know, I ain't got a problem with that, man.
Man, I really ain't got no tears either way, joy or it's kind of like, you know, how do you demand respect? Or if you just say the discussion, it's like, you ain't really got to bust people out here. I mean, if you feel the need to do that, do it. But at the same time, it's like, I didn't see the whole interview or conversation where it was like, maybe she was saying Matthew Knowles so people know, hey, if I say Mr. Matthew or if I say Mr. Knowles, they're going to be like, who the fuck is this? They'll be like, oh, they talking about Matthew Knowles.
You can say Mr. Matthew Knowles.
I'm saying, yeah.
Like, in my church, I did that a lot of times. Even if someone told me their first name, I said Mr. John Smith.
That's the thing, too. But, I mean, I don't think she was thinking about it.
And he from Texas, right? Ain't they whole family from Texas?
Until he made it up a point. So, I mean, like, and then, I mean, she did stand back and she was like, okay, I get your point. You know, respect. But, I mean, hey, this is one of the things we have gotten away from the whole, like, Mr.'s, ma'am. And then, I mean, a lot of that's going to be backlash from, like, elderly people disrespecting young people and just, like, being able to say what the fuck they wanted to say to younger people. So it's like, why the fuck would I treat you with the respect when you disrespect me? So, I mean, I get both sides, but, I mean, if that's how you want to be called, stay how you want to be called. And it's up to that person to how they want to respond to that. So, I mean, hey, kudos to Mr. Knowles, man.
Yeah, I don't have no cheers for it. He said what he said, but I feel him too because it's not DJ Rose, it's Mr. DJ Rose. That's all I got to say. Don't forget the Mr.
For sure, man. Another elder that, you know, is back in the news and is trying to do a new project. You know, Tommy Davidson, apparently that great character from the Martin show, Varnell Hill. They're trying to make a whole BET Plus miniseries with the starring that character that's going to be produced by Martin Lawrence. Yeah, I ain't got no tears, man. I mean, I wasn't the biggest Martin fan growing up, so I'm not even going to make it seem like I'm excited for this. I probably really won't watch it unless you watch it and you just tell me it's that amazing. You know, it wasn't one of the funnier characters from the Martin show that I fell in love with. I'm not going to lie. Like, if we was to take shows from the 90s and do miniseries, I can think of black shows. Like, I probably would rather have a miniseries with Jeffrey. from Fresh Prince. See what the fuck he got going on, man.
Now or over the years? Because it's like a lot of shit.
A younger version of Jeffrey. What did he do when he left the Banks family?
We've seen my only gripe with that is we've seen what they've done with the retro shit and like the throwbacks. It's not the same. It's just not. It's not even. I don't even think the Fresh Prince, like a character like that, they wouldn't go in the same direction. It would be like a serious series. Like
I'm just saying, like if we're gonna pick niggas from the '90s and say we're gonna follow them and give them their own show, I'd probably be more interested in Jeffrey from from Fresh Prince, or I'd probably be more interested in seeing what Ashley did from Fresh Prince as an adult. Do she got a family and stuff? Like, did she go to school after they all left?
She still doing shows, Lifetime.
Like Carlton, what did Carlton do? Is he successful? Did he grow up to be like his dad? Uncle Phil.
I don't even think Rafonso Rivera. And that's the other thing. I don't even think these actors would want to even go back to that shit unless you cutting a fat check.
I'm just telling you what I would rather see, because I wasn't the biggest Martin fan, and that character doesn't. I don't have no emotional attachment to that character. I'm just saying it's just other characters that I'd rather see them do a little miniseries on, man. Me personally, man. But shout out to Tommy Davis Jr. because I like his work. I like his movies. I like his voice acting. I like some of the other stuff he's done. And he's came out and said he had a cocaine and crack addiction, and he's overcame that. Tommy Davidson, and he's doing his thing, man. So I'm happy he's getting this opportunity, and Martin putting money in his pocket, man.
Yeah, but the controversy comes with that is that wasn't a character. That's basically they doing a sitcom about Tommy Davidson. Basically, that's what it's going to be. If Tommy Davidson is playing LeVon Hill, he really is LeVon Hill. Like, he really does.
Varnell Hill.
Yeah, he really does that. Like, that's him, and that's the joke. We're not in the inside, and we're not sitting at the table with the comedians, but that's really the running joke about the series is it's just basically a movie about Tommy Davidson, but AKA his alter ego, which he goes by and he moves as Varnell Hill. That's how he moves. That's how he really talks to people. That's how he really does his thing. Like
good for him.
Yeah, and I'm never gonna knock it. I mean, like when somebody wants to bring something back 30, like if you got staying power, because like I mean, even if you pick your favorite, I mean, pick Fresh Prince or Martin, pick your favorite. It's like when you have staying power literally 30 years later, where you still got people on both sides, both shows, quotables, and talking about scenes. And I've seen that shit literally in Germany. Matter of fact, I seen that shit in Spain. And different broadcasts, and like I've seen it in different countries. When you have staying power like that, and you're able to still have a spark for people still wanting to see that thing, I'm like, I'm not gonna knock it. It's not necessarily for me. I feel like this is some shit you should have did, 20, 10, 15 years ago.
We didn't have the money. We didn't have the resources.
And they still could have did it. But I mean, shout out to Martin and anybody else.
You see what I'm saying? Most likely Martin put his money behind this. And, for him to do it back in the day, it had to be white money. And white folks wasn't really fucking with it. They still ain't fucking with it. So that's why we had to have the black money.
Shit, they need to reboot in Living Color.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, they do, man. Let the younger Waynes hit the stage, man. All the kids are funny, man. Most of the kids
they got
do stuff are
they got
funny,
Papa's house, man. He making money off of Papa.
They just canceled that, dog.
That's gone. They canceled it.
Rose?
Yeah, I don't have no tears for it. It's funny that we were doing this because I started watching Martin on Netflix. I started from the beginning just to have something to watch while I was working. And I was watching it, and I'm like, this ain't even funny. Like, there's some serious things in it, but the show was like, I don't know, it's just the first season or what, but it's like, this ain't, it had a couple parts, but it's like, this is not even funny. Like,
the thing that made Martin so popular was he was like a pioneer. It was
Martin was funny. Martin as a comedian, he was funny, but like
hilarious. His movies are top 10.
Yeah, so it's just like I'm just watching the show right now. It's just like it's like I'm thinking I was gonna be laughing, but I'm just looking at it like, yo, this ain't even really that funny. But it was still kind of interesting, but it wasn't like
it's a different time too. Like, you gotta think back in the day, he was losing this shit for like $5,000. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But it was. I ain't gonna say it was a bad. The show was bad, but it's not. No, it ain't saying lost and flair. Just that
everyone finds different stuff that's funny, man. Because I agree with Rose. Martin wasn't.
Yeah, kind of outgrown it.
Even as a kid, Martin wasn't top tier funny to me. I thought Fresh Prince was way funnier. But that's me. That's what I thought. Family Matters was funny. But speaking of people who've been in Hollywood for a long time, and I don't know if it's too many black people that's been in Hollywood longer than this next person, man. Tracy Ellis Ross, the daughter of Diane Ross. She's been famous since she was a child. Mm-hmm. She was recently on the Michelle Obama podcast. Shout out to Michelle. Listen to her pod if you into her. And she was talking about dating and not having kids at her age and how she kind of has a little grief over that. But then she kind of transitioned to saying, hey, I don't date men my age because they're so toxic and they have so much negativity. I prefer to date younger men. Sees?
And I got tears because it's like I hate when people aren't allowed to just say their preference and just leave it at that. It's like, yo, I like younger, I like older, I like the same age because of this, X, Y, Z. And just people leave it at that. Now we're at the point where people want to dive into shit and really break shit down, and you're looking at people's histories, people's psychologies, and shit they do, the way they move. So it's really broken down to like the point to where it's like, okay, you can't, like, she can blame herself now. If she's getting her ass ate up on the internet, it's her own fault. Because it says she uses the phrase toxic masculinity. It's been proven, and we stated it's no fucking such thing as toxic masculinity. It's just toxic fucking behavior. That's it. Whether it's a man or female or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, alien, green shit. She was basically, the way people broke it down on the internet is so many words. She likes to be in a controlling relationship.
She just said that.
And then it's like, it's simple. She could have left it as that. It's just like, hey, like, I can mold, I can do X, Y, Z.
I can play with their buttholes. I'm just saying.
They go with the program and they do this.
These YNs is different, bro.
And they do this and they do that. And it's like, I ain't gonna lie. Tracy Ellis Ross, she got some big ass eyes that's fucking creepy sometimes. But then I seen some photos of her mama and I'm like, I see why. And then I go back to them old episodes of Girlfriends and all the other shows she's been in. She's an attractive fucking woman. I'm just saying.
She's a what?
She's an attractive woman.
Oh yeah, she is.
She's fucking fine.
Believe it or not, she's getting fonder the older she gets because she's getting the weight. She
had an ass, but she was so skinny.
That's right, exactly. So the older she get, the more weight she gains. So that's what I call a woman you can grow with.
How much you gonna grow it? Because she already in her 50s, man. So it's like,
I think what he's saying is, had you got with her when she was 20, now that she's approaching her 50s, it's like
you're still enjoying.
You can appreciate.
But that's the flip side.
What she became.
That's the flip side.
She's still bad.
She's probably had opportunities to her age, or just a little bit younger than her, that was able to grow her, but she wasn't. She was like, I'm not feeling this nigga. And I'm not feeling this, man. So it's like, she's probably had great ones. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like, she just say it. You're the type of woman that you feel like you need to control the relationship. Or the trajectory of where it's just going.
You know what? Okay, we'll take it back to Kiki. Same instance. Okay, Ross. I'll be your man. Come fuck with a nigga. Hey, you hear me? You hear me loud and clear? Yeah. Come see me. Because you're older than me. She's older than me. And she make a whole lot more money than me. So guess what? I'm gonna let her control the relationship. And I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it.
But I'm just
I'm like, baby, you know what I need? I need a new Rolls Royce. That black one, it's hurting my back. I need a blue one now. You know what I'm saying? That black one's hurting my back. I need a blue one now. You know what I'm saying? When you get to a certain level and you want a certain thing, and you done did what you had to do, guess what? You should get it. So, baby, Ross, come see me. I fucks with you. I love you, baby. Hey, whatever you want, you the queen, you get it. But hey,
I mean, at the end of the day, I blame the internet though, because it's like y'all the ones who dug into it. Because she said more than what she should have said. She should have just left it where it was and let it be like, hey, I like XYZ.
She like younger men. Hey, guess what?
XYZ, nigga. What?
Come see me.
What you gonna do? Like, is there any 50-year-old or any 40-something-year-old that wants to come holler at me, nigga? Like, it is what it is. Like, come find me. you might win. You might win the lottery pick, niggas.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Get that. Yeah. Come
You know what
see
I'm
me,
saying?
man. Come see me.
And then, but no, it's like they made it a whole 5-page discussion. And
We gotta think.
Take
Niggas
time.
her age that she fuck with make more money than her. You gotta realize that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like she ain't trying to be she wants to be, like you say, in a controlling relationship. She wants to be the one to put the bread on the table. Cool, because you gotta think the people that she know and she hang with and is in her circle make more than her. So she really ain't fucking with that because why? If you can afford it, you can deal with it. So a nigga that's making twice as much of her might have her and what's another chick her age, Halle Berry. He might have two of them. Like come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
It is what it is.
I ain't got no tears, man. Tracy should have just said, I like younger men because I can do what I want with younger men. I can kind of do this and move the way I want to move. Older man ain't going for certain shit.
Real talk.
Hey, man, I feel like if you honest with it, I don't give a fuck, bro. People made fun of R. Kelly when he said in front of Gayle King and said, some men like older, younger women, some women like older men. And then Gayle King said, what kind of man are you? And he said, I'm a man that like all women. He didn't say girls. People trying to make jokes about them. He said women. So now you looking at me, see, that nigga did not say girls. He said women. And the way women is defined, someone that's legal. Hey, man, I don't know R. Kelly fuck with no girls, bro. That you know, I know him to fuck with women that was young, but no girls. So as far as Tracy Ellis Ross goes, man, if you want to date men that are legal and they younger than you, cool. Shout out to you. Good for those niggas. Because we got a generation of young niggas that don't want to work anyway. That's right. So they'll probably say, hey, if my job is to go to the gym and look good for you, baby, I'm cool with that. Just make sure you keep gas in my car. Make sure you keep my phone bill paid. Jordans on my feet, like you said, Juice Man. And make sure I can, go out and eat at these nice places, man. So if that's what you're into, man, I ain't got no problem with it. You just got to be transparent about it because don't you be out here saying people shouldn't be dating younger people like Shannon Sharp. Then we find out that you dating a young nigga now. Because the internet forever. When you say something on the internet, that's one reason why I try to speak the truth when I'm on the pod. Because the stuff I say, hey, you can pull it up and be like, no, that's what you said for TZ now. Yeah. You said this October 2nd, 2021. And this what you doing now. So, hey, as long as you saying it publicly, it's all good.
Yeah, I don't have no tears for what you said. I didn't watch the whole interview, but I don't think she said that she said men her age, but she kind of explained it too, like they don't want to change. They're kind of stuck in their ways.
That's real talk. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, so
yeah, once they get a certain age, they are who they are.
Yeah, so I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's a real fact because you know what I'm saying.
Women are the same way though.
Yeah, but
you can Donkey Kong hoe in the words of DJ. My bad, Mr. DJ Rose.
That don't change. Get
it right.
That don't change a motherfucking thing.
You ain't Donkey Konging her right.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? That don't change a motherfucking thing.
It was a beautiful day, y'all.
That don't change a damn thing.
That was wrong with these hoes.
I don't know what's wrong with these hoes, y'all. But there was this one hoe that got on the podcast and said, women are never really broke. Men are broke, but women are never broke because we can always look into a man who got money that's going to finance our lifestyle and give us money, and we can hit the lottery or the jackpot.
You calling me a hoe?
So we can be broke one day.
No, nigga. You calling me a hoe?
If I call you a hoe.
No, you just said it was a hoe on the podcast that said women never broke. And I said that shit all the time.
Yeah, this was the actual hoe that said that. But you have said it too, though. You've always said women are never broke, but that's because they got that thing between their legs. But
they always sitting on $50.
They always sitting on $40 to $60.
They always sitting on how much?
$40 to $60.
How much?
40 to 60.
How much?
40 to 60. Damn, we got
that nigga stuck at 40 and shit.
DJ,
we just talking
DJ
about
Rose, spin that back.
How much? How much? We should talk about Ross. How much?
I don't know what y'all paying for. I know what I'm paying for.
It's whatever they can afford.
Hey, DJ, run that back.
It's whatever a nigga can afford, dog.
On this day.
Yeah.
On whatever a nigga can afford, dog. That's what it is.
Sometimes 100 on a good day. But anyway, so she was just talking about how basically If women find the right man, they just gotta find a man that like them more than they like that man, and they good. They're not broke no more, man. What's wrong with these hoes, C's?
What's wrong? What's wrong with them? Honey,
It's called
46. Hey, but honestly, man, it's like, I mean, how many times can we have the same discussion? Like y'all hoes sit on podcasts and internet, social media shit, and y'all always talking about, oh, y'all ain't going, like, here's a topic, there to the topic we ain't do. It was a chick that was working for Amazon, and she said, man, she seen the work she had to do for just Amazon, talking about, oh, I could just sell pee instead of working for Amazon. Y'all got me tripping. I'm just like, if that's what you want to do, just do it. So, I mean, this just comes back to the conversation. It's like, what are you willing to do for your money? A lot of them choose to sell, but a lot of people don't. They was like, fuck it. I ain't going to have nobody tell me how to do X, Y, and Z because I worked not even legit. I just worked a job and I'm making money. Like, hey, I'm Uber driving and I work for Amazon delivering a package and I do this and I do that. So I ain't got a nigga. I ain't got a nigga that tell me how to do X, Y, and Z. Blah blah blah. $40 $60.
Bro. What my man? What's the saying on I'm gonna get you sucker? That's the hobby. I gotta pay the bills. So it's funny how just this week alone, a CO, female CO,
yeah,
a female post office worker, a female bank teller.
I mean, they all you
a female.
You got the ones that do it.
Veterinarian. Okay, this is what I'm saying.
You got the ones that do it.
This is what I'm saying.
But you also got the ones that was just like, fuck it, I'm not doing that.
This is what I'm saying. These motherfuckers. Bert, what's the number?
For me, between 40 and maybe 100 on a good day.
Okay. So we're gonna say 40 to 100, whatever. What their hobby? But yeah, what they doing full time? They're CO. They gotta go to work. They gotta get the money. But their hobby is I'm gonna fuck a nigga, but it's quick $40 to $100. They bad. No, don't get me wrong.
And I'm just saying,
they some solid.
For the hoes that be telling the other hoes, you need to get your numbers up. I'm like, yeah, you probably need to listen to their advice and get more.
Get some solids now.
Get more. You know what I'm saying? If you got a legit job. You just need to organize your shit to where you're not doing that unless you have to. I'm just doing this shit on the side because I want to. But then there's people that is like, hey, I ain't got to do it. You know what I mean? It's like, everybody got a price. Everybody got a number. That's all I'm saying. So it's like, what's wrong with you hoes? Why? Like, if you say you got all this action going for you and you choosing your shit, why is the number this? You going below what you said your number was. You actively doing this shit.
They do two things. Either they celibate or they selling it.
and in 2025, ain't too many that celibate.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
They selling it. They might not be selling it to you though.
Mm-hmm.
The price wasn't right.
Yeah, man. Man, she spoke facts though, man. As much as it may suck to hear, and much as it's like, yo, that's some fucked up shit. Yeah, most of these hoes ain't broke because it's a lot of thirsty niggas out here. It's a lot of simp ass niggas. They got paper. We was talking about it last night, C's, with K at Limelight. Yo, we gotta normalize niggas being losers again. And not just niggas who don't have money. No, it's a lot. Let's keep it real, bro. A lot of your favorite athletes in the NFL, NBA, a lot of your favorite rappers, a lot of these actors who got paper, a lot of these CEOs of companies, they losers. They lame as fuck. They just got paper, man. Paper don't make you cool. Paper don't make you this and that. No, you still a loser. You just a loser that got bread, bro. That's all that shit is, bro. You a loser. But because you got paper, you a loser to fuck some of these hoes and have some of these baddies on your arm. And respect to you, shout out to you. I ain't mad at it, bro. But because of niggas like that, these hoes can get a camera, post some pictures online, post some videos online with them playing with their pussy, and they can make $10,000 a month. Or you get a hoe like this bitch that Shannon was fucking with saying $25K for each cheek, daddy. What's 20? Nigga, what are you doing to each cheek to pay 25?
say this. What you explaining right now, I think, man, it might be the liquor talking. It's definitely liquor talking. Because you really can't say something that you want to do till you're in that situation. So once you were $100 million, like Yo Gotti said the best. What the fuck is $100K when I got $100 million, nigga?
Bro, I'm not saying niggas who are trick or losers. I'm not saying I'm not saying niggas who are trick or losing. What I'm saying is there are losers who got money, and because they got money, they're able to have some of these women. You got a nigga like Future. Let's keep it real. Future would get bitches even if he worked at the post office. This nigga's what, like 6-something, got dreads, got tattoos. Future would get bitches even if he worked at the post office.
But what he had got Sierra though.
Sierra was a fucking motherfucking international singer. No, he wouldn't have got Sierra. But my point is, he would still get bad bitches.
He need the bread to get Sierra.
I'm saying he would still get bad bitches. But some of these, my point is, some of these niggas that you may like their music. Let's keep it real. You know this nigga probably would, if we was all in the club and that nigga had the same bank account you had, Juice Man. That nigga wouldn't get the same bitches you get. But he come to the club being the rapper he is with his notoriety and his bank account, he's going to get every bitch in the club before you. That's my point about niggas being losers.
No. And see, that's when we got to go back to goddamn 01 all the way to 06 I got married. What was I doing when I was running the game? And this how it goes. A lot of these chicks don't fuck with rappers. They don't fuck with niggas because you know what? Some niggas, like you say, they might be winners. So let's say Future got, I'm a winner. So guess what? He might be thinking, I don't pay for pussy. So guess what? A lot of bitches don't fuck that nigga because he doesn't pay for pussy. You see what I'm saying?
The prostitutes are not going to sleep with him.
The prostitutes, but there's plenty of regular bitches in Augusta that would throw the pussy at Future because he's Future.
That's a regular bitch. But like I said, you got the regular bitch and you got the bitch that's doing what on the side?
I'm not talking about prostitutes. I'm talking about regular hoes.
I'm talking about a regular chick that's making it $25K. I'm talking about another chick that's making the same amount. She's the friend. Other $25K. They both making the same amount of money. But what she doing on the side? She fucking for the cash. So guess what? She's actually making 50. And she's saying, bitch, you don't fuck that nigga for free and you don't got shit to show for it.
Man, my point is, I feel what this bitch is saying. She's correct, even though it's fucked up. Hoes are never really broke because there's enough niggas out here that's willing to finance these hoes' lifestyle because they just want to have access to these hoes. So, yeah, if you a bitch and you got a pussy and you can make us doll yourself up, yeah, you just need the right nigga to come along that can basically take care of you, man. I know bitches personally that have had niggas buy them apartments, put them in apartments and shit.
Stupid.
I know niggas personally that finance cars for hoes that's not their wife.
Blood clot dummy.
I know niggas personally that have given hoes bangs.
Stupido.
Like, niggas are doing that if they got the money and they know they don't have the game to talk to these hoes, man. So as far as what you're saying, she's correct, bruh. You hoes are never really broke because you sitting on money every fucking day.
Damn right.
Mr. DJ Rose.
Oh yeah, y'all said I said mine because either you celibate or you're selling it. You know what I'm saying? I'd say it again for you, but yeah, women, they shouldn't be broke because they should be just like men. They should work. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, but they just gonna have it easier because, especially if they're pretty.
Pretty privilege. There we go. We back at it.
So they can get more stuff for less, but like from what she's talking about, I think she's not really talking about working women. She's talking about these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't never be broke because you can always say what your mama gave you. Use what your mama gave you. You know what I'm saying? Shake it or sell it or show it or play with it or something, and you can get you some money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we're in a different age now, man. Before we move on, because of technology and because of the internet, it ain't like back in the day where hoes had to give niggas the pussy to make some money.
All right,
you can just send a nigga some pictures and videos, and you can get money that way, man. Believe me, it's hoes that DM me all the time and saying, "Do you want to look at my content?"
Hell nah, but you ain't fucking. You ain't
Why would you DM me and ask me that shit? I'm either gonna look at it or I'm not. Why the fuck would you
My
ask
bad.
me?
They
They're not gonna send it to you
be
unless
trying
you
to
pay.
they be trying to get you to pay for it.
Yeah, if you don't pay, you don't. Like they might come with the 2-piece. If you want to see me completely naked, I need $3. I need $5. I need $10. I need $20.
So speaking on paying for stuff, man, there was multiple videos in the in our group chat this week. One from a man, one from a woman, talking basically summarizing it, saying people are living beyond their means, man. People are trying to live a lifestyle that they cannot afford, whether it's the house or apartment they live in, the cars they drive, jewelry they buy. Maybe they're trying to fuck hoes that are out of their, tax bracket. Going to certain restaurants like Juicy Crab every single day. But there are people who are living outside their means, man. C's, man, what's your thoughts on living outside your means and living within your means?
Welcome to America, nigga. This is what people been doing for years and years and years. It's a continual, perpetual cycle. Just because you think on paper you can afford something does not necessarily mean you can afford it. It's like, hey, I got a tax break. I just got my tax money back. I'm going to go to the club. I'm going to buy this expensive bottle. That does not mean you can afford it. I mean, the good rule of thumb used to be where if I can't buy it 2 or 3 times, I don't fucking need it. Mm-hmm. And then like people will say, hey, pay cash for cars. I'll just be honest. In 2025, that shit we threw that shit out the window like 2-3 years ago. Like I can buy a car cash. Like unless you're willing to drop like 20 to 30 bands on a car, even if you have the money, I would say you're stupid for doing it. I'm just saying like that. That's my personal thoughts. Statistically, they say that's probably a good rule of thumb, but it's like when an average car costs, the average minimum for a car now is $30,000. 25 to 30 off rip. Yeah. And we talking about bare bones. Yeah. So if you get a Camry, you see your homeboy just got a brand new Camry, but that bitch got the sunroof, XSE, fully loaded, with all that shit. That shit 53K. And guess what? He got a hybrid engine in that bitch. Versus you got a fucking Jeep Wrangler for fucking a 2017 Jeep Wrangler for like $25K. And that bitch got the same radio from 2017. It's got the same shit. So you ain't got no upgrades. And then there's the other thing. It's like, okay, I think people have always lived above their means. It's like people always fell into this trap where it's like, I got a little bit of money. And then people just want to, like, people don't want to sacrifice anymore. People just want to go like, yo, I want to live my life. I'm already in a state of this, XYZ. I'm middle class. I'm poor. I got a little bit of money in my pocket. I'm gonna go to the club and just enjoy life. That's literally where people like we gotten so much into the mindset where it's like this little bit of money that I got is not going to put me in the next tax bracket. And if I spend it today, it's not going to help me 2-3 weeks from now, nor 6 months from now. And I feel like that's really the thing to where it's really convoluted shit. It's like, at the end of the day, because I seen a post where people was like, yo, you can't take it when you die when you die. And it's like, at the same time, as much as you're trying to save, you got to enjoy life. So it's like, at the end of the day, you got to pick what's for. We always say it. Every single one at the table has said it multiple fucking times. Everything is not for everybody, and you got to pick what works for you. If you're the type of person that says, hey, I got my bag, my tax money back, and I got a stupid ass amount of money. A little bit of this, I'm gonna go to the club and I'm gonna trick off and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna buy a bottle, I'm gonna buy a video game, I'm gonna go to the movies, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. Cool, that's you. At the end of the day, somebody else would be like, "Fuck that, I'm throwing that shit in the bank." 6 months from now, when everybody else is not, I'm not even gonna say that where everybody else is broke. No, I'm at the point where I want to do this and I'm comfortable doing this. Everybody else is like, oh no, I'm good. That's life. You got to do what works for you at the end of the day. And in America, we have this mindset to where you get a little bit of money and you feel the necessary thing to where it's like, I got to spend it now. Sometimes I seen a meme basically was like, what you going to do if you win a lotto for $100 million? They said, I'm saying now. because I need to sleep before I do the bullshit I'm about to be on. And I'm like, I feel that 100% because I'm like, I'm calling the bank tomorrow. Matter of fact, I ain't wait till tomorrow. I'm calling the bank after hours and be like, representative, I'm sitting at home 20 minutes. I'm doing the dance and everything. The bitch, I got money. But soon as I speak to somebody, hey, you know that bill I got? That loan for that auto loan? You know the credit card bills I got? Hey, I'm sending you a check tomorrow. Guess what? I appreciate you. I love you. I love you for doing this work for me.
God bless.
But I just want to tell the bank, send this message to the bank. Bitch, I'm free! I'm free, bitch. So I mean, hey, it's what are you comfortable with? And I feel like everybody's gonna agree. You gotta do what's comfortable for you, man.
Yeah, so like what Biggie said, more money, more problems.
That's right.
And like the free Puff Daddy, it ain't Sean Combs, nothing. Free Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, you know what I'm saying? Did it, and the Diddler, whatever y'all want to call him, free him. Because he said it's not keeping up with the Joneses, it's keeping up with the Combs. So you know what I'm saying? You got people. That's what people fall trap at, trying to keep up with other people instead of just living their own life.
That's right.
If you can live your own life and just be happy, be your own person, be your own man or woman, and just what we always say, like she said, like what makes you happy? Like everybody, and people always try to put down like you need to have your own business, you need to do this, you need to do this. Everybody don't want the headache of having their own business. People like going to work and being able to clock out and not have to worry about a doggone thing. Some people like being in charge of other people. Some people don't. You know what I'm saying? Some people can handle it. Some people can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody, like you said, C's. Everything ain't for everybody, and everybody got to make their own choices, man. But when it comes down to it, like the internet just got people's heads so messed up now. Like and I want to say it was Beanie Ray. He was saying yeah, people are trying to normalize having cash cars or something like that. And he was like, yeah, that's stuff you were supposed to be doing. And I was like, yeah. Now sometimes I can't stand him. Sometimes he say real stuff, but it's just like he does a lot of stuff too much. But you can't. I couldn't blame him for that one because like yeah, you don't have to. And they was going around. People were saying when the TikToks where they're going around, they asking people what their car payments was at the dealerships, and it was like they're trying to make it normal to have those high payments. I don't think they're trying to make it normal to have payments. They're just telling y'all how much. If you want a car like this, how much it's gonna cost. So it's just letting you know, like, hey, you want this car, it's gonna cost you this amount of money. Because people go to dealerships or have dreams, and oh yeah, I want to drive this kind of car. I want to drive this kind of car. And you're like, you're just saying that, but do you know how much that payment's gonna be a month? Like, do you really know how much that payment's gonna be a month? Like, do you really know? So I see it like that when people telling how much those payments like, and I'll be like, yeah. And when as soon as they say the car, I go, oh yeah, that's gonna be over a band. Oh yeah, that's gonna be $1,500. Oh yeah, that's gonna be $1,200. You know what I'm saying? And some people are like, dog, they can't believe that car. The car costs $80, $100, $60, $75.
Yeah,
like, what do you think the payment's gonna be? And then
5 years to pay it off.
Yeah, so it's like that's crazy.
Now they dragging that junk out to like 72 months. I'm like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could pick 72 up to 72. Yeah,
I want 120.
Yeah, so it's like, but then it's like you just gotta be smart, man, and just don't let other people dictate your life. That's my saying. Like, man, just live your own life. It don't matter what anybody else got, man. Just worry about yourself. Look in the mirror and worry about the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror, man.
Yeah, man. In my friend group, man, I talk to my friends all the time, man. And this no shots at anybody, because everyone has a different idea of what makes them happy. So when I look at my friend group, the three niggas that I look at are, and I'm not even gonna say cheapest because that's not fair because we spend money in different ways. But I look at it takes the least to make them happy in their life. Is myself, my bad. Juice Man, you got something you want to say?
Yeah, because I see where you're going, but you got to think like this though. I used to say this all the time. The reason why men have nice things is not because a man wants it. It's because a woman thinks she needs it. Because we had a choice I don't give a damn. I live in a cardboard box. As long as that shit, I couldn't get wet. I could, like, literally, bro, I ain't gonna fake the phone. If the cardboard box didn't leak, had running water, I could watch TV and my sports. Park my car in this motherfucker. I would literally live in a cardboard box. But because we had these women that feel entitled and think they got to do all this and all that, that makes a man what? Go out and do what? I got to get this shit because why? The woman feels like she needs this shit.
So you basically what you're saying is you feel like a lot of men do things because they feel like females want.
They need it.
They're not doing shit because they want to do it. They doing shit because they think that's what.
No.
That's going to get them the results that they want.
And it does. You know what I'm saying? So like for instance, like me. Okay, boom. Here we go. I could live in a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 1-car garage house and be perfectly happy. But is a woman gonna be happy with that? Can you raise a family in that?
Yeah, with the program, shorty. When I got 2-3 more kids, we'll move. But until that point, we not going nowhere, shorty. Because guess who pays the bills? Me. I want you to pay the bills, but I ain't
what
taking
happens
you
if
have
you goes
to.
50-50? Then you gotta think what happens
If I'm doing 50-50,
yeah,
that's another story.
Yeah.
That's the topic for a whole other day. But I'm saying, initially, if we took the traditional shit, guess what, shorty? You sticking with the program because you can leave. I'm gonna be good regardless because I got the shit I want. It ain't nothing. I ain't say, hey.
But when you're in a relationship, you gotta compromise. So now it's like, okay, you gotta compromise. You're going 50-50 with a woman, and she's like, look, I think we need like at least a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house.
I mean, that's part of the thing too. Is like it's gonna come up later. I'm not trying to jump on anybody's point of speaking. Is a lot of these things is literally men and women feeling like they need to go a level above to what they can actually afford. Whether it's men,
and then it's comfort. Then it's like me, I could be in the middle of the fucking projects. Guess what? I grew up to that. I'm used to it. But can you take a bougie girl to the fucking projects to live? You might be able to take her there for an hour, fuck something, and then get her ass on. But can she live there? No, she's gonna tell you straight off the top. I don't feel comfortable here. I won't be able to sleep here. I can't do shit here. So then what you gotta do? You gotta move to what Jefferson said. What the Jefferson said? You gotta move the fuck on up to the what? To the Evans, to the Grove Town. So instead of getting something for $50,000 that you could afford and be below your means, now you gotta pay $500,000. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because you're with a woman. And it's not. I'm not suggesting you get a woman that's on your level, because it's yin and yang. It's yin and yang. You sometimes I don't. What I seen, it's not good to have a woman that's on the same level as you. Being, you know what I'm saying. So like if y'all both the same, and y'all both, you know what I'm saying, good at money, but y'all both can't cook. Who's gonna cook? You know what I'm saying?
shit, somebody got to learn, basically.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when we get to that point. And it's just like living below my means to me is being able to afford what I got to pay for and still be able to save money for emergencies. That's living below my means. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's comfortable. Everybody's comfortable. We're saving money. We're paying the bills. No stress. Living above my means is once we all get paid, we're dead broke until the next paycheck. We live in paycheck to paycheck, and we ain't saving no money, and we're just trying to keep this facade going, like we got money when we really don't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I was jumping on Verteezy about that because I was like, look, I feel you, but like I'm the most frugal motherfucker in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think there's nobody more frugal than me.
I ain't really get to say what I was gonna say.
Yeah. We about to hear what you got to say in a second, but I'm letting you know, bro. I count every goddamn penny. Yeah. Everything counts on my end.
Yeah, man. So
what you got, man?
Not necessarily frugal. Like it takes the least to really make these guys happy. In my friend,
that's me. What the fuck you talking about? Like nigga, I'm getting called on a box right now.
I mean, part of it is what you saying. The woman you have add to that too. So you know, no offense to nobody, you might have chose a woman who taste might be more champagne, and you might have beer taste, so you might do some champagne stuff. But like if I extend my friend group to my other friends too, probably like 4 dudes, like myself, Rose, D Will, shout out to Savannah, and my homeboy TJ / Mufasa. Those are like people that I talk to on a regular basis where it just seems like me and Rose hang out. If Rose can afford to buy something to drink and grill out and watch football, it seems like that just makes her happy. And I'm kind of similar to the same way. Like if I could fuck a couple of hoes here and there, if I could fold up these 2 $20 bills or these 4 10s and hand it to a bitch and get some pussy real quick and get something to drink and hang with my homeboys, I'm kind of cool. And D Will, he's kind of cool just being a homebody and just kind of staying where he's at. And Mufasa's just happy just knowing that his family's straight. Like they don't really have to take trips and stuff like that. They don't have to eat at restaurants. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with having nice cars, nothing's wrong with buying nice cologne, nothing's wrong with taking trips, nothing wrong with eating at nice restaurants. But at some point in time, we all have to look at like how much do I make a year? If you got a spouse, how much does your spouse make a year? This is the mortgage we pay, or this is the rent we pay, this is the car note we pay, and these are all the things we pay. And a lot of times in this generation, there's a lot of people who say they are depressed because they feel broke. And part of that is when I talk to them, where the stuff that you're trying to do, you're doing stuff that you financially can't afford to do. And my question is, why do you have to do that stuff? Like, why do you have to go to Vegas? Why do you have to go to Atlanta every weekend? Why do you have to have this? Why do you have to have that? Because for me personally, like, you know, we all spend money in different ways, but man, life is so, like, when you realize how simple life can be and the things in life that can make you happy, like, to be honest, I feel like when you get a spouse, life should become even easier if you find the right spouse. In the words of the Bible, if you find someone that you are equally yoked to.
And you know what an equally, that was explaining. Equally yoked means they're the complete opposite of you.
Potentially, however you look at that definition, there's many ways to look at the definition. And I'm not gonna lie, Juiceman, that is one way to look at it. But in some people's views, like my view, man, I've dated women who had the same, and I'm gonna say that I've dated a variety of women. I've dated women who got fuck champagne, Ace of Spades taste. You know, but I've dated women who got Michelob Ultra taste, you know, who literally are very simple, who literally, like, to them.
And I used to think like that too.
Like, hey, us chilling inside this weekend and us having a bottle that's $30 and having a 6-pack of beer and just kicking it and laying up beneath each other, they are perfectly happy doing that for an entire weekend. And I feel like we have to get out of this mindset of kind of what Rose was saying. Yo, y'all have allowed social media to make you feel like
that's right.
You're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to do all that kind of stuff like that. It's a reason why back in the day, outside of the cost of living being cheaper, why you could have one income in the household. Like some of these households was not going on trips 3 times a year. Some of these households was not going out to eat 3-4 times a week. I got friends who I'll talk to them and they might get takeout 5 times a week. You know, but they got groceries in the house. Like, okay, so nobody in the house is cooking a meal every single day. Like, you're talking to somebody that grew up in the house with his grandparents where when we went out to eat, these was the occasion. It was normally a holiday.
That's right.
It might have been someone's birthday, but even on people's birthdays, sometimes my grandma might just cook your favorite meal for your birthday. Mm-hmm. But to be honest, the only time I knew we was guaranteed to go out to eat was after church. Mm-hmm. We leave in church, we might go to Corral. Right. For those who remember Ryan's in Augusta, that was on Peach Orchard, we might stop at Ryan's or whatever and eat there or whatever. But for the most part, like, you got a lot of home cooked meals. We live in a society now, people eat out more now than they ever have before. Mm-hmm. Like when you watch some of these old black movies and you watch some of these movies where you see black people are throwing a house party, man, they're not ordering pizza. They're not ordering Chinese food. Do you know what they're doing, C's? These niggas are cooking fried chicken. Like, it's just, you'll see just a whole bunch of fried chicken and cornbread at some of these old school black ass parties or whatever. Like, I have no problem if you want to live your life a certain way, but you do got to keep in mind when you are stressing about why you can't pay this bill and why you can't do that, you do have to look at the way you're living your life and the expenses that you are having each month. And it can be many things. Maybe you're spending a lot of money on jewelry. You're spending a lot of money on your cars. You're spending a lot of money on food. You're spending a lot of money on pussy. Like, we all have our own vices. For me personally, like, if I had out of those things, like, maybe pussy's probably more of a vice to me than other people. I've never been someone that was into cars. I've never been someone that was into guns or expensive jewelry, because a lot of my jewelry ain't like real fucking jewelry. I'm not spending thousands of dollars on chains and stuff like that because I don't see the need to. I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on cologne because I personally don't see the need in. But if that's some stuff that you want to do, I have no problem with it. But then don't come to me talking about, man, I'm broke, or nigga, man, it's hard for me to pay these bills. And I'm like, well, damn, nigga, you just pulled up in this new car right here. You could have got a car that was cheaper than that. Nigga, you wearing this right here. You wearing Jordans. You wearing Ralph Lauren. You got Gucci and stuff like that. Like, why do you have this stuff? Like, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand is it's so crazy when you hear a lot of these celebrities and people with money talk about how they're depressed and how they're sad. Bro, do y'all understand how many famous people have committed suicide the last couple years? Y'all, like, most people at this table, we should know who Aaron Carter is, right? Like, we know who Aaron Carter is. Like, he was part of what I want to say NSYNC, right? C's. Like,
No, his brother was. He was the little brother.
He was the little brother. I thought he was part of it too.
He was his own person.
He was. Oh, so he did his own music. My bad, man. I'm sorry to say that. That nigga basically committed suicide, basically, and he's not the only famous person to do that because these possessions don't bring you happiness.
That is, I will say, side note. That is another thing about fame. People assume because you're famous, you have money. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I want to leave with it is like, it's a lot of celebrities that people think got money. So there's like, yo, I'm famous, so I got to show up with the Gucci. I got to show up with the big ass. You know, the expensive ass.
Ant-Man had a quote, bro. Someone said, is that chain real? And Ant-Man said, nah, it's fake. But because I'm Ant, they going to think it's real. Like, if you see T.I. out in public, he could wear a fake chain. You wouldn't know it's fake.
I mean, that's the thing, too, though. It was with hip. I'll say specifically with hip-hop community is I've seen this. I've literally legit seen this shit in real life. You'll have people who wear these big-ass gaudy chains, Cuban links, bust-downs. It's like if you didn't know, a bust-down Rolly or a bust-down AP or Protect, bust down. I'm talking about bust downs.
Factory.
You add diamonds to the shit. Guess what you just did?
Appreciate it.
You're a fucking loser because you just added diamonds to a. Now you can't resell that shit. You lost money.
You gotta be factory. You gotta be factory diamonds.
Like, why didn't you just buy the watch and just keep it the way it was? And it's like the same with chains. I might see a nigga out with a chain that costs 10 grand, and it's 10K, but he got that shit busted down with diamonds. Where my chain is 18 karat diamonds, I'll be like, oh, nigga, why you got the choker? Nigga, it's not a choker. It's just an 18-inch chain. But my shit is 18 karat gold versus your shit that's 14 karat gold, but you got to bust down with the bunch of diamonds. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
quality.
There's quality and quantity, and it's like, what do you want to spend money on? And what are you comfortable with? Because it's like, you might have that homeboy that wants to buy Gucci and Calvin Klein and Michael Kors, and you be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I bought this shit at Walmart.
And my question would be this, man, and this would probably be like my synopsis of everything I'm saying is, does that make you happy? Because that's why I brought up
if the answer is yes.
There's a lot of celebrities that commit suicide who do have money CDs, but they're not happy. Like, we've heard interviews from Taj Henson and Tracy Ellis Ross saying they don't have kids, they're not married to a man, and they're not happy.
To cap that question, it's like, okay, we've had this discussion privately a lot of times. So it's like, happiness is not a destination. It's a fleeting thing where it's like, oh, if I get $1,000, if I get this many, I got 20 hoes on my roster, nigga, I'm gonna be happy. Or I'm gonna get this job and I'm gonna be happy. It's a fleeting thing where it's like, yo, I'm literally at the state where, like, nigga, I can lose this shit all today and I'm still good because it's like, yo, I'm alive.
And
I'm
you
happy.
know what? You know what? Because that's not happiness. What you're describing, that's joy. Joy is having an appreciation for being alive. Joy is having an appreciation for what you do have, which the Bible don't never promise for those who are religious. It don't promise you happiness. It promises you joy. Because happiness is always a constantly ever-changing thing.
Like fleeting.
Because a lot of people are putting their happiness in things. And that's why I brought up TJ, Rose, myself, and D Weir earlier. Because I can't speak for everyone else. I can only go on conversations. But when I chill with these particular people, it seems like when I chill with someone like Rose, it seems like he gets joy in something as simple as all my kids are grown, all of them are successful, all of them good. I might only have $50 on my bank account, but I got joy today. And I'll talk to other friends who got $3,000 in the bank account. And it's, man, I'm stressed. But I just left a friend who only got $50 in the bank account, and he's more happier. He got more joy than you. And for some people, it's like, yo, I can't. Like for me, I think to myself, that's crazy that I literally just left one friend's house who's not as big as another friend's house, who only got $50 in his bank account, but he seems more at peace with the life he's living than the friend who might live in a better area in a bigger house with more money in his bank account. Because you are putting your happiness in the fact that you cannot go out to eat to a 5-star restaurant, that you can't take a trip at, next month somewhere, that you can't buy something. Like that's to me, the crux of this conversation is we got people, the reason why they're struggling trying to live above their means, because they're putting their happiness, their joy into things they should not be putting into. If you got the money, man, spend it how you want to spend it. I don't give a fuck. But at some point in time, you got to realize to yourself, what is going to bring me peace? What is going to bring me happiness? What is going to bring me joy? And once you realize it's not a thing, it's not a person, it's not this and that, I have to find that in myself, and I have to just live my life. I promise you, Rose has said this on the podcast months ago. Some of the happiest moments in his life, and I can attest to this because I agree with it, because some of my happiest moments when I had literally $10 in my pocket. And I came up and someone gave me 20, and I was able to go to Popeyes and get a 3-piece and a biscuit and a drink. Because when you take pleasure in the simple things in life, like that's when you truly have kind of got to a point in your life where you can just truly be happy and joyful, versus when it's like, man, we taking a trip to Miami, we got to get a yacht. Now you're stressing about how we're going to get $1,500 to get on this yacht. And once we got the yacht, you just spent $1,500. So guess what, Rose? Guess what, C's? Guess what, Juice Man? We tripping about, can we get bitches on this yacht that we spent $1,500 for? And we done already spent another $800 on the liquor. Like, man, all this stuff is kind of meaningless and bullshit. It's not stuff that you should even be stressing about or even caring about, in my opinion. Final thoughts from anyone?
I mean, it's really kind of just a thing. Like, I mean, I feel like we touched on this subject a lot of this shit. It's like a lot of conversation is literally like people trying to keep up where the Jones is. And it's like, what can you afford? What are you happy with? What are you willing to do for it? It's like, hey, I want to buy a car that's newer because this piece of shit Honda that I bought in 2017, every time I go to the fucking mechanic, it costs me $2,500, where I could pay $600 a month, where every fucking 3 months I got to spend a band or more just to replace some bullshit. Oh, I need a new carburetor. Oh, I need to do this. So it's like, what are you willing to spend your money on? Check your credit. Check your credit. Credit you need in America. If you ain't got the cash, the money to spend on credit, you're SOL. You know what I mean? So it's really, what are you comfortable with? What are you willing to do? And it's like, do you tie your happiness to a monetary amount? And it's like, hey, I can do this. I can go blow $500 at the strip club. You might have a friend that's like, nigga, that's bullshit. I don't want to do that. That ain't what make me happy. Like, that ain't shit I want to do. You know what I mean? And you might have somebody like, yo, well, you got these $300 Nikes on, or these Balenciagas or whatever. So, I mean, and it was like, then, like, shit, I got people that been wearing designer since, like, the 70s, nigga. Like, you want to talk? Like, nigga, we've been wearing Gucci and all that shit since, like, the 80s, nigga. Like, don't, like, talk to me nice, you know what I mean? So, It's what makes you happy. What do you want to do? Where do you spend your money at? You might have a friend that doesn't want to spend a 20 extra $40, $50 to go in on a bottle that's name brand. Well, I mean, you all gonna drink it. You know what I'm saying? Like we said it. We set our stances on it's like happiness is a fleeting thing, and then you got joy and you got appreciation for life. So it's like, hey, I can pay my bills, good. It's not always gonna be like that. You might have times where you like, hey, I'm floating, nigga. I can't pay my bills today. I'm stressed, blah blah blah. You got this XYZ going on. And I'm not trying to drag out the conversation, but I mean it's really like, who the fuck are the Joneses? We never sat there and said like, oh, what's it needs to be like, who are your Joneses? Not, oh, you trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's like, nah, nigga, what's your Joneses? And you break down the conversation, it's like, oh, boom, 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 I'm trying to do boom, boom, boom. And I see this and I see that. And so at the end of the day, man, you gotta be financially smart. And we need to go back to where the shit like overseas, it's like, it's a lot of countries where if you ain't got the cash to pay for shit, you ain't got it. Versus where credit's like, America, you can leverage credit, which is a fucked up thing to say, but it's a reality. And that's pretty much it. It's like, what are you willing to spend your money on? What are you willing to do for it? How stressed do you want to be? Where's your happiness actually lie? And it's the fleeting thing. It's like, I'm not good right now, but I might be at this point. So decide what you want to do. Be smart with your money. Look at your credit. Know what your credit is. Know how much cash you got. And start actually using these tools that you want to graze over in these videos and start looking into your credit history, your actual financial pockets, your 401k, and your stocks and all this other shit. Use the tools.
We actually are No More Black Tears are pushing for our brothers and our sisters. Start getting financially literate and start understanding how, as they say, the Jews took over. You know what I'm saying? Jews took over the credit, white folks took over with the violence. And then they just made capital, aka money, harder for us to get as black people. We gotta start, us being the biggest consumers, start leveraging and helping each other out. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do. That's all I pray for. Is help one another, pray for one another, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? That's all we really can do.
Rose?
Let's see. Just be yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? All I can be is me, and that's all I can be. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't heard the song, go look it up. 8 Ball MJG, go look it up and listen to it. And another song, because people like to live their life through music, so that's a song you might want to live your life through. And also the one that I always stand behind is Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. Just go do that. It don't matter what nobody else thinks, what a woman says or thinks, or what the pastor say, or what the bankers say. None of that matters, because if you can't look yourself in the mirror and say that I did the best job that I could do, you know what I'm saying? And I kept it real myself. So that's all I got to say.
Sure, man. Just give me a second, give me a moment. First of all, man, it's been a great week, man. I got to see Sinners with one of my close friends, C's, at the table, man. Great movie, man. I'm going to watch the draft tonight and have a couple of drinks with another close friend, Rose, man. So it's good to fellowship with my brothers, man. Juice Man said earlier, the world is changing. And I just, it just kind of made me think about a quote from Pirates of the Caribbean when Captain Jack Sparrow was talking to, another pirate. And basically what was said was, it was said to him, the world used to be a bigger place. And his response was, nah, it's still the same. It just used to be more in it. And I saw that as a child, and as an adult, I've reheard that quote. And to me, it's such a deep quote as an adult, because, yeah, we can say the world is changing. But in reality, it's not, man. This is still the same world. It's just the fact that the people in it are changing. The people in it are deciding to lose their morals and be different and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, man, be someone who stands on morals. Be someone that stands for right. Be someone that enjoys life. Be someone that enjoys providing for your family, having your family, and loving your family and loving the people close to you, man. In the words of Airbnb and Rakim, peace.
Yeah, man. Y'all can catch No More Black Tears at the next light, man. We in traffic. And Mr. DJ Rose is quiet.
Mr. DJ Rose, Verkeezy, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and settle land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.